Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rafiqul Alif. I am from 4C class and I will do a textbook review. So guys, the book that I will review is Morphology in English word formation in cognitive grammar, written by Zeki Hamawand. This morphology book have 12 chapters, and all of that chapter talk about the definition and the element of morphology. So guys, in the first chapter is talk about cognitive assumption. So guys, this chapter talk about the cognitive assumption, which is build the morphological analysis. The second chapter is talk about cognitive mechanism. So this chapter talk about the cognitive mechanism by the construction and interpretation of composite words. So guys, the next chapter, which is the third chapter, talk about cognitive operation. So guys, this chapter talk about cognitive operation, which language users perform in the course of producing and interpreting morphological expressions. So guys, the fourth chapter talk about prefixal categories. So guys, this chapter talks about considers the role of categorization in the semantic description English prefix as an individual items. Okay, the next chapter, which is the fifth chapter, talks about prefixal domains. So guys, this chapter talks about the function of English prefixes when they form a lexical group. In the sixth chapter, it talk about prefixal construals. So guys, this chapter talk about the impact of the construal on the interpretation of word pairs, beginning with rifle prefixes. In the seventh chapter, talk about suffixes categories. So in this chapter, explores about the role of the categorization in semantic description of English suffixes as single lexemes. The next chapter, which is 8th chapter, talk about suffixal domains. In this chapter, talk about the semantic text of English suffixes when they are set against each other in domains. So guys, the next chapter is which is 9th chapter, talk about suffixal construals. So guys, in this chapter talk about the effect of construal in the interpretation of word pairs, ending with rifle suffixes. So guys, the 10th chapter talk about compound categorize. So guys, this chapter talk about the role of categorization in semantic description of English compound. So next chapter, which is 11th chapter, talks about the compound domains. So guys, this chapter talk about the semantic role of English compound when they form lexical group. And the last chapter, which is 12th chapter, talk about compound construals. Guys, in the last chapter, that was talked about the investigates of the influence of construals in the interpretation of multiple pairs when they act as rivals. So now guys, I will share about my opinion about the weakness and the advantage from this textbook. So guys, first I will share about the advantage from this book. From the cover, that was a great cover with landscape of mountain, and every page of this book described in chapter, and every chapter from this book have their own part, and that was awesome for me. From the material, this book have a summary in the last part of every chapter that was make a reader easy to understanding the material. And about the material, the author can give the example from every part of the chapter, and the example was related of the part from the chapter that was make a reader understand the material. Okay guys, now I will share about the weakness from this book. Now I will share about the weakness from the cover. I think that will be nice if the cover can give the smells like linguistic, because that can make an impression that was a morphology book. For example, is from the book of morphology from Katamba. And about the text, sometimes when I read the text, I got the difficult vocabulary, and that was make me so difficult to understand the material. And then this book not suitable for high school, especially for country that using English for second language or for foreign language. I am so recommend this book for college student, because the vocabulary and the chapter was easy to understanding, and then you can get the information about morphology in linguistic. So guys, I think this is the end of this textbook review. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.